We give thanks to Almighty Allah. We ask Him, the Most High, to continue to show His mercy on our Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his household and companions and followers, till the day of accountability. Today we are discussing the building of Islamic home. How to build an Islamic home. Allah is so merciful that He has explained everything to us, everything you want and you are in need of to make your life successful. That has been explained in the Quran and the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and homes are not exceptions. Allah has detailed verses enough to tell you how to build and construct your house Islamically. And today, the crisis we are in today is because the homes are disorganized. Not any corrupt individual or any mismanager in the society, except when his root is from a family. That's why we need to pay attention, serious attention to our families. And you are responsible for your family. Allah may not ask you of any other thing in the society. Of course, He will ask the leaders, because you are the one who want to be a governor, minister, president. You will be asked. But you will be asked of your family. Your family. And that unit is a sensitive unit in any society. Any society that is working to have families built correctly, the society will be correctly built. And any society that the family is disintegrated, disconnected, then you don't expect the society to be an upright, righteous society. You must be believing it's not possible. And that's why Islam gives importance to family. Number one, Allah informed us of our origin, which started from two, as a small family. The family of Adam alayhi salatu wasalam, and the family that actually augments Hawa, may Allah have mercy. Both of them are the one who procreates. And that procreation from generation to generation that has led to our existence today. That is our origin. That's why Allah mentioned piety and consciousness of Allah in the verse that He informed us of our origin. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. Allah is watching. Allah is watching. So build your family on basis of consciousness of Allah's subhanahu. Number two, that small unit of husband and wife must be built on love and compassion and mercy. That's why the ayah is very categorical in Surah Al-Rum, verse 21. Allah says, وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ أَنْ خَلَقَ لَكُم مِّنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ أَزْوَاجًا لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَكُم مَّوَدَّةً وَرَحْمَةً إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَآيَاتٍ لِقَوْمٍ يَتَفَكَّرُونَ. These are among the signs of Allah that He has created for us, male and female. And of course, after coming together, you notice a love, a very strong love, called mawadda, which has no meaning in any other language. Because when you translate mawadda to love, that is mahabba. It's beyond that. It's beyond that. Allah says mawadda, warahama, and compassion, and mercy. He says that also is the time for those who are reflecting. Those who their faculty is functional toward Islamic teaching, not toward westernization, where today people feel they want to be intellectual, they want to be civilized, so they feel they can borrow the culture of a Western man, somebody who doesn't know where he's heading to. You as beautiful as your laws, as good as your culture, as good as the way Allah has formed your family, you are now borrowing from somebody who has no direction. You must be directionless too. And that is what is happening in our families. And especially those who are lucky to have a certificate of being doctor or master or graduate, and so what? And so what? How many days are you going to spend with your certificates? You go back without certificate and you explain. Whether you are sent here to follow the Western culture. Our culture is beautiful. It's honoring. It can compete with whatsoever culture in the world. And better off. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also mentioned leadership in the family. The management of the family. Family is a unit that is delicate. It must be managed with all consciousness. So the leadership of the family is not left for whosoever. No. It is automatic for man to lead. He's to maintain, he's to control, he's to give directives. Because he's the first victim on the day of Qiyamah, where that family is found wanting. And Allah mentioned those whom men are leading. He said, Ala Nisa, so that you are not confused. No matter how poor your husband is, he is your leader. Brothers and sisters in Islam, we must be sincere and look back and see how we settle our families. The biggest problem we have is that family that has been challenged not to have direction. Also added, if our family is a large one in Islam, it includes your children, as many as possible. It includes even your grandchildren, your father, your grandfather, your aunties and uncles. These are family. A very large one. So that there will be assistance. And there will be that solidness, that power of assisting one another. Women should maintain staying at home. That is our culture. Don't feel uncomfortable when you are discussing this. Allah distributed the job equally and justly. You should go out and seek for this life, for survival, for the needs of the house, and she maintain the house. Take care of the children. Today, a number of families have nobody take care of the child or the children. They are left with nannies, house helps. That's why the child will grow up without any mass westernization of culture. Rubbish. Stay and take charge of the home because the work is distributed equally. You are having the energy. You can run around to get what you feed on. She is merciful. Allah has given that mercy to be able to control the children, to be the first teacher of the child. Look, she has been the teacher in her womb. And Allah wants that to continue. The Western man said, no, you are equal. You go out, you go out. And that's why the house became a house of crisis. She will come back from work by 9 or 10. You will come back by 10 also. Everybody should branch and buy his food. You don't know what the children are eating. Limitation of 2 or 1. That is westernization. And the West are suffering it now. They are looking for youth all over the globe to support them. Rasulullah says, dear children, I will be proud of you on the day of Qiyamah. Human resources is the power. And if you don't know that, go to Nigeria. You will know in politics that human resources is power, even in politics. You can do your MM and you excel because you have the number. So number is important. Don't be a Western somebody in culture and ideology. Give back as many as you think you can do. Allah will take care of that. He is the one who enriches. If there is a need for a woman to go out, Islam does not condemn in total. It's not that you lock your wife in the house, you go with the key. That is criminality. But if there is a need, perchance she's a nurse, she's a doctor, she's a health care worker, she's a teacher, she admins a portion of women, she does her business that will not have interference with her culture and her nature, she can do it. Khadija was a big businesswoman, a multi-billionaire of that time. Unfortunately now, we leave our culture, we cannot adopt the other one correctly, then we are mingling, we are not there, we are not there. You should be proud of your culture. Be proud of your deed. Tell him to see that look, that my culture is the best culture. How many Westerners are adopting to our own culture? How many of them? It is your responsibility to feed her, to clothe her, to shelter her, to take care of her needs. Rasulullah said, all that are sadaqah, is charity. A man should not feel bad when you are providing everything. Rasulullah said, provide. The Quran says, provide. Provide. He said, the best of you is the best of you is wives or wife. And he said, I'm the best of you to my wife. The food you give her, she ate, is part of sadaqah. The sadaqah that you cannot earn any reward if you give it out. So what is your problem? I pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make our families to be a decent moral family. So that when we build good families, we are going to build a good society. اللهم اعز الاسلام والمسلمين دمر اعداءنا اعداءك اعداء الدين اللهم عليك بالكفره والفتنه والفجره الذين يكيدون الانسان كيدا ربنا اتنا في الدنيا حسنه وفي الاخره حسنه وقنا عذاب النار ان الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا ايها الذين امنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما صليت على ابراهيم وعلى ال ابراهيم حميد مجيد وبارك على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما باركت على ابراهيم وعلى ال ابراهيم في العالمين